What's going on, everybody? You're now rocking with the Jazzy Bells on ablradio.com.
Now it's real Jazzy Bell.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all feeling?
Feeling good or whatever.
Listen, y'all are now tuned to another episode of the Jazzy Bell Show on ablradio.com. It's your girl on the mic, Nikki D.
Hey, it's me, Brand Cakes for Sale, the STL Bell.
It's the one and only Leash.
And it's your girl, Biddy.
Biddy! Hey, Biddy, how you doing?
Feeling good.
Biddy, I want to take this time to compliment you on these beautiful bangs that you have.
Yeah, girl, they fleeking up.
They're super. They're on
Leash
fleek.
and I did
Okay,
it
thank you.
together.
I appreciate you giving me credit. I was looking at her like,
I think I was there. I made a death stare.
I did.
Leash, your purple lipstick is looking like a goddess right now.
I tried.
I want to lick it.
You're giving me.
You know, it's been a while, Brandy.
I'll wait till later.
It's been a while.
I'll wait till later.
She always takes it there. And Brand, your curls, I just want to play in them again. So
Girl, I got all the curl you need.
so
See what's up.
And the kid, nobody
Right, let's
complimented
just
you.
come over here to you now.
Kid, I just want to scratch that flower on your shirt and smell it.
Oh, what?
Sorry.
I'm sure it smells like unicorn glitter. Throwback.
and Brandy with the save, it does smell like unicorn glitter.
Yes.
Anyway, guys, we just want to thank you guys for listening and tuning in to another episode of the Jazzy Bell Show on ablradio.com. We got a dope show planned for you tonight. We're going to talk about a whole lot of fun stuff. We're going to laugh a little bit and talk about some things going on in the news. But look, first up, you guys know how we do. We're going to get into it. Biddy up. Bell Report, what you got, girl?
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Biddy, and this is the Bell Report.
Are y'all ready for this?
Oh, yeah. It's the Bell Report.
With my boo, the Jazzy Bell.
On ablradio.com.
What's up, y'all? So, this week I found a very interesting, we all found a very interesting, couple of interesting stories to share with you all. So, magazine covers and billboards are taking women equality on a whole nother level. They have decided to take women off of the covers and billboards in an attempt to draw the attention away from women and their physical features.
Right.
So, you know, everyone knows that sex sells, and a lot of magazines have half-naked women on their cover just to, you know, have
move the
sales.
product.
Right. So, No Ceiling, which is a project that seeks to establish the civil, social, and economic rights for women and young girls. And it's also sponsored by the Clinton Foundation and Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. So they came up with this new advertising campaign called Not There. So instead of you seeing a woman on a magazine cover, you're going to see a bench in a park or the ocean.
Okay.
So how do you think society will act if for a day, just a day, you didn't see women on any covers of magazines or like Sports Illustrated or anything
I'd
like that?
probably get back in the bed and try to wake up again, because that would be so random.
Yeah, I don't really
know.
think this gonna work to their I mean, I get the concept.
Yeah, I
and
get the idea.
I think everybody will get the concept and be like, "Ooh, that go hard." Like, we appreciate them doing that, but it's not gonna be successful at the end of the day.
You don't think
because
so?
a lot of magazines are about fashion, and what you gonna put on the cover?
A
of it.
mannequin.
A mannequin, and that's not attractive.
On a hanger.
Like, and it's not even just for dudes to look at them and be like, "Ooh, she's so sexy on the cover of this magazine." No, it's for women to look and be like, "Yo, I want that outfit." You know what I'm saying? She's rocking that outfit really good.
So I think you could still do it, but what if it's not a magazine that requires fashion?
What's that, like, People?
Yeah,
Because they got one on here for Top Shelf.
Yeah, Top
There's a
Chef.
lot of male
You
chefs.
don't need
I
you
mean,
don't need
that's
you don't need
different.
boobies to sell
Then-
biscuits.
Then why is Top Shelf
buy the
magazines? Then why is Top Shelf magazine talking about taking a woman off their cover? They have food on their cover anyway.
No, this one is a woman and she has this nice dress on and she's just posing and it
Yeah.
says Top Chef. So why
Kind
not
of like
just have
very
food?
Vanna White-esque. She's
Yeah.
just sitting there. She
Because
just
ain't nobody
pop
really looking at the
almost.
dish. We're looking at who's holding the dish.
Who's holding the dish?
But I don't know. They said something about it being gender equality. I've seen plenty of magazines with bare-chested men on there
With the buttery chest.
with the oils and
the
all
oil,
that.
You know, I have it all over they board.
I feel like they objectify everybody in the media. Like, I don't know if it's. I mean, we're probably
They
more
objectify-
abundant,
yeah,
but
they objectify
It's
women.
still both, though. I think it's still both.
Yeah, because I like
And I
looking
think
at
they
the
stole
woman.
their name from Lil Wayne.
Yeah, no
Y'all remember No
ceilings.
Ceilings?
You know what?
Dang,
out the
I
way.
instantly thought about Big Sean.
Yeah, well,
Well, I mean, I had it up
that's
here.
the
I got No
newer.
Ceilings to Go. New album. That's what I've been listening to. Come on,
which is
guys.
pretty dope if you haven't listened to it.
Shut up.
Next.
Well, anyway, they are encouraging women to download a blank profile picture that they can use for their social media account to, help with the disappearance of women being,
That's cool.
on the front page of everything. So, I don't know if you
But
want
how
to
they
rock with
gonna
it.
know
Go
how
ahead.
cute I am?
Well, that's all purpose.
I guess
You
that's
have
the
to-
point.
Girl, your
Yeah.
personality should shine on social
should
media.
shine.
That's
Let's
why I
just-
make sure.
Yes.
That's why my bio is so creative.
Yeah.
So my mind is pretty.
Flowers, yes.
Awesome.
Anyway, so everyone remember the Twitter beef between Amber Rose and Khloe Kardashian.
Yes. It gave me life.
Yeah, so
So
Battle for the ages. Battle for the ages.
Battle for the black man.
Always.
So Amber Rose is, I guess she's tired of the derogatory comments that have been made about her. So she is going to try to start a campaign to end this slut shaming, and she's going to call it Slut Walk.
I'm down. Where I sign up?
well, here's the thing. Is this isn't the first slut walk?
No, it's not.
So she's doing her own. She's doing
The
her
first
own.
one was in 2011.
Can I just preface everything we're gonna say tonight with saying that Amber Rose is so perfect? Like she's, oh my god, she's. I just,
What's perfect
Wait,
about
wait,
her?
My
Perfect.
Diesel over here don't
Yeah.
agree. My Diesel saying, no.
But I
said no man ever, but Mike Diesel.
But I kind of think I feel like you dragged it by saying she was perfect though. I mean, she dope as hell. And I think she is
She
a.
has dope
I think she's a
swag.
poster girl for having a slut walk.
She has a pretty face.
I will go with Amber Rose.
It's not
body.
pretty when she got long hair. Y'all seen her with long hair? She
I think
gets
I
real
did.
average.
Yeah,
Okay,
she's very
we-
average.
The
It's,
cut.
it's not about her. It's
Okay,
about this
yeah,
slut
all right,
walk.
so back to the issues.
I think the slut walk is dope because a lot of people continue to throw out words like slut, whore, tramp,
Whatever
slut.
that means.
You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like it's 2015. You know, I feel like a woman's sexuality should be on the same level as a man's sexuality. If you like sex, you like sex. They don't make a man a slut, so why I gotta make a woman a slut?
Right.
Because
Right, double standard.
because-
Definitely double standard.
I think it's different because it's like you're going in there versus being in there. I don't want like that motel we had in Savannah. Like I wasn't feeling that.
Don't
I
stay at
couldn't-
Motel
I
6.
couldn't be in there. That hotel was slutty. I couldn't be in there.
That was a slutty hotel. Yeah, we should start naming inanimate objects sluts.
That shit was slutty.
Well,
So,
yeah, she sat down with Entertainment Tonight, Brooke Anderson, and she talked about what made her put on this project, and the Twitter beef between Khloe Kardashian and what Kanye West said about her. Him saying he had to take 30 showers.
He was so wrong for that.
Yeah,
He was
after
just
they
being
broke
bitter.
up.
just
Was that
bitter.
necessary though?
It wasn't, and recently I know you guys saw, just the entertainment segment, I guess. But with Chris Brown, when Karrueche put her little
Oh,
Instagram
yeah.
picture, and she posted a picture on Instagram in a thong bathing suit. Okay,
Called
She-
her, don't be a thought.
he was like, you don't have to be a lady. But sir, you had a whole child out on her
with a woman who was married.
with a married girl. So like
A whole child? Does that mean children come in
he
handy?
had a whole baby.
That child is full
a
blown.
full-born human being, and
But-
he's telling her,
Don't be a thought.
you ain't got to be a hoe.
But I
Be a
think this
lady."
is a good way for Amber to
right.
use her platform because she everybody kind of knows her past or what she had to do to make a living for herself, and I think it's great because she does have a large following, so
does.
she can bring a lot of attention to the issue because we don't have to keep living this way just because we've been living this way. So
I think if she, this is my opinion, if she
Scary.
was more productive with what she was doing, because you see Drea was wasn't she a stripper a while ago?
But because
But
she's on
listen.
the reality TV, that
No,
makes
no,
her
no.
productive.
I don't even
I
look
think
at her
she
as a
pushing
reality.
her bathing
yeah,
suits now.
she doing her own thing, but I'm just like, she not in that whole drama stuff. She doing her own thing. So nobody's calling her, oh, that's Drea, she's a slut.
They are.
But it took Dre. It took.
seen her
But
comment?
she making that bread.
I don't know who you following,
She
but they
making
she
that
are.
bread.
Exactly. Not only that, but it took her a while to
It
get to that
did.
point. Not only did it take her a while to get to that point, she was just busting somebody eye wide open on Basketball Wives.
she tried
So
it.
don't
though.
see
She
it
talk
as
about
so-
nobody
She came after her.
So, but I know she tried it. But come on, just
Okay, quick question. So with Amber Rose, with her Instagram, she said she took a picture with her on the beach, and she said her Instagram turning wives into hoes. I guess it's a hoe and ass Friday for me. Y'all,
That was a great joke. That was a great play on what people would say, and probably
I think Wiz said that.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing is just messy. I feel like there's a point where you're an adult, and at the end of the day, y'all have a child together, and you guys are bonded and tied to each other forever because of that child. Have respect. If you want to be respectable, talk about respect each other, and respect yourself enough to know this is the person who I created another human being with forever. Right. So you know,
so she's gonna try to start this in the summertime and start it in LA. So if you guys wanna,
she's gonna get a ton of support.
Of course.
Yes.
Like the feminists are gonna love this.
Yeah. The hoes is gonna come out.
Whatever that means.
So y'all remember Everest, like those commercials?
You sitting at home, get off the couch.
You ain't doing nothing.
You a bum. Get your life together.
The Everest
yeah,
dude,
we remember
he told me to put the ice cream down, and he knew it was Talenti's salty caramel.
Yeah, he
Oh,
said,
God.
go
He
get
looked
your
like
education.
he looked like my cousin too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, wait. So Everest is, well, mainly Corinthian colleges. It's owned. They operate Everest, and they are involved in some shady shit. They are under investigation with the Department of Education, the Securities and Exchange Commissions, and the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Like,
That's a mouthful there, Biddy. That's a mouthful.
That's a lot. And they've halted federal student aid to some of the colleges. So a lot of students that are going there aren't able to, get loans from them. So they're in debt right now.
Oh my gosh.
And with some of the schools,
but y'all, I'm not surprised. I mean,
I'm still surprised because that commercial was popping. So I thought the school was popping.
I'm out. But no, I'm honestly, I'm not surprised. Let me catch y'all, Biddy. But go ahead.
No, you're good.
I'll say
You're good.
what I was gonna say later.
No, go ahead.
But yeah, I'm not really surprised that that the school is not that reputable. I mean, I don't know. What do you expect? Now, I will say this though. I'm so glad that the community college initiative is gonna come and help people, go back to school, because that's gonna help a lot of people, and hopefully they can go to community college instead of these fly-by-night institutions. Right. That like Everest and trying to better themselves, because that way you won't even have to pay for that. So that sucks, and in no way am I saying anything about somebody who goes to those schools, but it just sucks that they digging them around.
Yeah, because really, honestly, reading, because I didn't even know this was going on, but at least like 11 states have decided that they're going to close all the Everest campuses.
So where's the dude that be yelling at you on the couch gonna go?
That's why I don't see it no more.
College.
Oh, yeah.
But some people who've already invested their money into this college and their degrees, you find out that their credits aren't even transferable. So it's like,
I don't think those people should have to pay.
That's what they think. Sure.
And honestly, I think those debts should be forgiven. Straight up.
There's a quote from
because at the end of the day, you're not getting what you needed out of it. You don't have any credits.
Yeah.
It's not going to transfer. Why am I paying for it?
They don't know that.
They don't decision to go to this school. So whatever happens with this school, you gotta deal with it. It's life, man.
But what if you don't know though, Leash?
Hey, a lot of people. I don't know if I walk out this building, I'm gonna get hit by a car. No jinx, knock on wood, but shit happens in life.
I don't want that to happen to you.
Like, I'm sure they can just go to a different institute. Like, and if you can't pay for it,
easy. You don't. But see, that's the thing. You gotta think about people's situation. Sometimes it's all they can do to afford a shitty school like that. You know
but Everest wasn't shitty. You know what I'm saying? We just looking at it as it being shitty because it's closing.
I don't know. I saw some stuff on there now. They talking about them, preying on people to get into the institution. Like they let in a 37-year-old man with a 3rd grade reading level, or you let in people who don't even speak the language.
Yeah.
It's like
just sign this paper.
And see, that's not cool. So why should you have to pay for that?
Yeah,
that's not cool at all.
And even with people who've been in prison, there was a guy who wanted to do a medical training class, and they let him spend his money and everything, and come on, you already know hospitals aren't going to the hospitals aren't going to hire you because of that, but they don't let you know that.
Why you ain't take that in jail? You don't offer that in jail?
No,
but you can't get the job though with that conviction on your record. They won't let you work in healthcare.
I thought you get your degree in jail. My bad.
Totally can.
You can.
It's probably not.
Ray, you had a quote for us.
Oh Lord. But yeah, so there's a quote from Washington Post where one of the students was saying that where was the Department of Education to help them? It's like you're giving them the option to get out of their bankruptcy and sell the campuses and wash their hands of their financial problems, but the students are stuck with their debt. So it's like you have all these rescue plans and escape plans for these institutions, but then you leave all of the all of the students with that debt.
It's like
and
the
they still have
bailout.
to pay it. So it's like you got to pay this debt. You can't transfer your credits, and you still need to go to school.
You still need to go to school.
It's just completely.
You're
changed.
trying to make a step ahead, but you're taking 10 back. Like,
Yeah.
and that sucks.
Well, according to the Higher Education Act of 1965, students enrolled in schools that are closing, they are given the option to withdraw and have their loans discharged. But I believe if you've been in school for long enough, they're probably not going to give you your money back. So I really hope that you guys can work this out and everybody get their money back. Nobody wants to be in debt for a school that they can't even, get a job from. So
Yeah, that sucks.
Well, that wraps up this week's Bell Report. If you have a dope story that you want us to talk about, hit us up on Twitter or IG at Jazzy Bell Lair, hashtag The Bell Report.
All right, Biddy, thank you for that Bell Report, girl. I know more now than I did an hour ago. Y'all keep it locked. Don't panic. We're going to get into quarter life crisis on the Jazzy Bell Show here on Art Beat Lyrics Radio, ablradio.com.
Cause we could be kings and queens and highs and lows and wise and falls and anything.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Jazzy Bell Show on ablradio.com. Ladies, I have a question for you. Start
up?
my infomercial
What's
music. I gotta find something.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I like that. Do you guys feel like you're not where you're supposed to be? Are all your friends married and barefoot and pregnant? Are you afraid that you're slowly becoming a Tyler Perry movie? If so, this show is for you. Y'all like my infomercial? That was hot, right? Yeah.
That was awesome.
I feel it too.
I had a tear coming.
It's me. And though I'm saying this in jest, honestly, there's some real stuff is going on because we're at that age in our life that is commonly referred to as the quarter life crisis. It's that age where we're out of school, we're out of college, most people starting to work on your first job.
Reality.
Yeah.
A reality check.
Yeah. Sally Mae coming out the woodworks, treating us like Everest, and it's a lot going on. But honestly, it's something that's going on with a lot of people our age feeling like they haven't done what they were supposed to do or haven't done enough or don't know if they're going to even do the things that they want to do. Right. And I just want y'all to talk to me a little bit. Like, do y'all feel that you're in your quarter life crisis? Do you feel fulfilled in what you're doing and where you are currently?
I feel it. I'm in the quarter life. I'm like knee deep in that shit. That STSHIT. I try to spell it. Anyway, I'm knee deep in it right now. I just got out of college about 2 years ago, and right now I'm in a job that I absolutely do not like. So the only thing, absolutely do not like.
Like a little bit or a lot?
Absolutely do not like. Okay. So the only thing that I'm doing for fulfillment is talking to you, nice folks out there.
Hey there.
But yeah, Sally Mae is jumping out the bandos, knocking my door down, car note, rent. You know what I'm saying? And the list can go on and on and on. And then I have some people like my sister just got engaged. Shout out to my sister. And she just got engaged. So it's kind of like one of my best friends is pregnant, and I'm just sitting here chilling,
like twiddling your toes.
Twiddling my thumbs. Like, what am I doing? Like, am I supposed to be doing what they doing, or like I don't know? Like, I just really I'm in that quarter life crisis.
I don't know if it was just me, but I felt like as soon as I took my first job out of school, it was like whoosh with like 10,000 wedding invitations and baby showers. It's like, oh. And you look
Did I miss the train?
Yeah, you look at your desert phone that's real dry and it's dusty. You're like, oh,
tumbleweeds and
tumbleweeds, and it's like not saying that. And to me, I never felt like, and even when I was in school, I always said I don't put these arbitrary time constraints on my life. I'm gonna live my life and I'm not gonna be in no rush. And then it's like when it happens, you're like, was I wrong? Like, have y'all felt like that? Did y'all feel like that as soon as you kind of like left school and like left the comfort of your young adulthood, that you felt like, oh my gosh, like what's happening?
Well, I know when after I graduated 2 years ago, I was excited. I just got me a job in my field, and I felt like I was like, okay, life is not that bad, just I closed on the house, and I was just living life.
Homeowner,
I had to. At one point, I was like, who am I though? Like, I don't know who I am. You know, I was in a relationship and I had all these things, but I still didn't know who I was. So it's important that you take time to yourself to figure out who you are, what you like, what you do not like, and sometimes it can help you get through your quarter life crisis. I mean, it's not going to actually solve the problem, but it can help. And I know that's what I was dealing with, you know, a couple years ago.
Well, the good. At least did you want to add something, sweetheart?
I was going to piggyback on what Biddy was saying as far as, you know, getting out of college. You know, I was in the same situation as Biddy. I got out of college, moved to a newer city, Atlanta. Got a job in my field, and I was like, oh shit, life is easy. Like, I'm doing it. I'm making life my bitch right now.
And then your phone rang.
And then the bill collector start calling out. 2 years later, fast forward 2 years later, and it's like, you still doing what you was doing 2 years ago, just trying to make it.
Right.
And now 2 years after you got at college, you're still just trying to make it. So I'm like, I have a little bit of advice for what I could do with these people out just trying to make it, which is basically, my nigga, keep breathing. That's it. All you gotta do is just keep breathing and keep doggy paddling, man. Don't sink.
Right. You don't sink, but for me, I will say that my issue was a little weird because it's like, it's not so much so that I was worried about like my life goals or like my career or anything like that. It's because, you know, I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. So I felt like if I was gonna do it, I was gonna do it. Like, I wasn't, you know, putting any time constraints on it or anything. But what I dealt with the most was the fact that I was in I am in a relationship for such a long time that I was thinking like, well, damn, why are we not married? Damn, where's my baby? Like, you know, and I kind of was putting all that pressure into it. But it's just like, once if I would have got those things, I don't know if that I would be happy. Like, I feel like there's a method to the struggle. Like, you know, you're creating diamonds under this pressure.
It helps you appreciate.
And it's like, I wouldn't want a whole family that I couldn't take care of. So,
and you know what? I definitely understand and definitely have been in a place similar to that. But another crazy aspect was going through this time in my life, you know, having people, you know, like you tell your mom and your parents and what you're doing, and they telling their church friends, and they're like, oh, you got it all together, you're doing good, and then it's like, oh girl, you do not know I'm a hot crying mess. You know what I'm saying? And that I feel like a complete failure sometimes. Like you know what I mean? Like, you have those feelings. A lot of people have those feelings, and it's mind blowing that, you know, you don't know, you're just living and trying to figure it out, and people are thinking that you have it all together, and it's like, no, we do not.
Let them keep thinking that, because that should take some of the edge off. Well, I don't know, it kind of adds some edge too, because like my mom's like, oh yeah, she's down in Atlanta, she working TV, she got a radio show, and it sound real good, mama. But when I was full off them ramen noodles, I was thinking, and I was just thinking how hard it was, mama.
I should have been a nurse.
I should have, you know, it was easier routes to take.
Do you guys sometimes feel that you wish you would have done a different major?
No.
Or
Never.
No.
Okay, good.
I feel like I should have stayed in business.
I
left business to do mass media.
Really?
Okay.
Because I felt like I needed specialization in my, you know, my craft. But I felt like if I would have done the business route, and I just knew money,
and
that I would have been able to make that money no matter what I was doing. So I don't know. I kind of
going out because, and we all, you know, everybody listening, the Bells are trained in the media field.
Yes, we all got degrees.
That we trying to pay for.
Not from Everest. No shade. No shade.
But yeah, that's another thing. Like, when I think about it, I knew, that's one thing I can say. My freshman year, the summer of my freshman year, I went in being like a poli-sci major. Girl, don't ask.
And he was gonna be the next president.
I was gonna be the next Johnny Cochran.
I'm here for that.
Johnny Cochran.
Johnny Cochran.
Girl. But
that's cute.
And then as soon as I came back home after like a little orientation, and I had a mentor say, you probably should consider mass comm. I didn't know what it was, and then of course the rest is history. But that I don't regret. I don't feel like I regret, and I think that's the part that makes me feel like maybe I'm losing my mind, because it's like you struggle for something that you feel like is going to, that you know is gonna pick up and pay off, but it's like while you're in the midst of it, it's like
you don't necessarily see that,
because you can't see it right now.
That light at the end of the tunnel be flickering, bro.
Be flickering.
Be flicking like a wrist.
But I don't think it has anything to do with, well, of course life is all about choices and things of that sort, but for people out there who are listening to the Jazzy Bell Show on ABLRadio.com,
You weird.
just take control of your quarter life crisis. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Learn how to handle it. Like, the key of handling quarter life crisis is actually being proactive and taking control of your own personal direction in your life choices. Because the choices we made yesterday will depict our tomorrow. So just make those wise choices in your life.
Well, go ahead and fix my life then tonight.
Alicia fixed my life.
because the reason why we all are living in a quarter life crisis is because of the choices we made yesterday. It's not necessarily good choices, not necessarily bad choices, but you just.
But I thought this was the time to make bad choices.
Absolutely.
Everybody keeps saying, like, just go out
Absolutely.
there, bump around, and dust yourself
Healthy,
off after.
yeah.
Like, just experience.
Absolutely.
But when you make those bad choices, just know, just like in my situation, 2 years later, you have to make some good choices.
And that's with everything. I think that's with everything. And I feel, in every part of me, I feel like I'm coming out of my quarter life crisis. I feel like some things are starting to finally make sense. And it's like, okay, I'm starting to see my little place and my footprint in the world. But everything I went through, because I'm coming out of my quarter life crisis going into 27 this year, September. What's up, y'all? Holla at me.
Damn.
And I'm not old. Oh my God, y'all, it is old.
You're pretty old.
Yeah, you can round that shit.
The
30.
older we
Okay.
get,
All right.
the older
I'm getting older. I get it. Thank you. No, but I coming out of that, it makes sense. Like, it's starting to make sense, and I'm so glad that that we struggled, and you're not done struggling. Let me stop tripping. It's still so much struggle that's coming up, because it's gonna shape my character. It's making me who I am, and I think it's gonna be dope.
You're transitioning. So, well, do you feel that you should be married by now?
Hell,
And I'm happy you asked that, because
should. I should be married
You
right now.
Brandon, you should.
Definitely.
Motherfucker, no. I'm just kidding. I'm just
She
kidding.
not
Take
kidding.
your time, boo.
don't tell her, tell us, and then we'll keep the secret.
And you know what, Biddy? I thank you for asking that question, because I really feel like a quarter life crisis is not typically a bad thing. I think it represents, and it's the opportunity to live better. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not, when you're in the quarter life crisis, it's like, that means you're not doing what everybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing the norm. You're not having babies. You're not getting married. You're not settling down. You're not, at a dead end job. I'm in this core life crisis because I want to get out of what I'm doing right now.
And you're
So
missing out on stuff. And you're missing out on, like,
Exactly.
events. Like, I know I've been sitting out a lot. Like, my friends be turning up, going on trips and stuff. And it's like, nah, I got some
Yeah,
grinding
because
to
it
do.
gives this part of this section in our life right now, for those who are in the quarter life crisis, it's giving you an opportunity to live better. You know what I'm saying? Let's not live for today or yesterday. Let's live
It's
for
like
tomorrow.
a wake-up call. It's like, them 30s coming,
No,
don't you?
exactly.
It's a wake up call that you live.
Yeah, let me
And that's why you got to
together.
stay tuned to the next segment for the wake
Good
up
call.
call.
And that's exactly what it is, because people who are doing the things that we're not doing right now, when they get older, when they see their tomorrow, they might not be happy about their tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I always feel like people who don't necessarily take the time to go through their crisis or go through the struggle, when by the time they turn 30, 35, they're like, okay, I'm
Exactly.
tired of turning
Probably
up.
should have thought about
Or they
this.
feel it's like that burnout.
Yeah, they're
situation.
burnt out. Okay, so what am I doing with my life? I don't want to be 35 still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my life. What am I going to be? I don't want to be like that. But the only reason why I asked y'all, do you guys feel like you should be married by this time? The National Center of Health Statistics says that 60% of marriages for couples between the ages of 20 to 25 end in divorce.
60%?
60%.
Well, I mean, the
Damn.
national average is only about 50, so I mean, it ain't that big of a difference. But I mean, I could totally see why, because it seems like at that age you might have rushed into it. You might not have become who you are. So it's like once you get into that union and you begin to change, it does. I'm
Realize,
sure
no, I
it creates
can
a
like that.
rift. Like, yeah, it's like I don't like who you grew into. So maybe you
I
should
don't
wait
like
till
you.
you done growing.
Brandy, take your own advice.
Pause. I've been knowing this motherfucker since motherfucker.
Well,
So we know
maybe
who
you
we
ain't
are.
done growing.
But a good point. But a good point with that though. Do you all feel the importance of living by yourself before being in
Yes.
being married? Like
Yes.
at some point having some time to just kind of be like,
Yes.
all right, this is how I like my orange juice in the morning. This is how I like, you know what I mean? Like just little simple quirks. And my mom even told me, she's like, that's something that, a lot of people never get to do, and that's like live by yourself, do what you want to do. And,
like me, I've never lived by myself, y'all. I'm waiting on the
y'all
day.
know what y'all
I'm
missing.
waiting on the day to live by myself.
Until you get to take off your bra when you get off work and eat
yeah.
a big old bowl of cereal.
Me and my
I
dog.
do that right now.
Okay,
I don't live by myself.
Okay, but you have
Different. Okay.
But no, I'm just saying, I
Special
want to
case.
get. No, it's not that special. It's other people out here who are in relationships at this age, and most of them, like you said, your friends married and pregnant. They in this situation.
True.
So, what I'll say is like it's a different experience because it's like we're together, but we're both growing and we're growing together. So that I just feel like our foundation is just that strong. It's like I come home, I throw that bra off, he throw his hat off. It's like, what's up? How was your day? So it's like, yeah, it's just we're growing together as opposed to growing separately and coming together. So I feel like it's just a different dynamic, and we gonna make it. So what's up?
Absolutely.
We gon' make it.
What?
We gon' make it.
We gonna make it. No.
Well,
Anyhow.
I just want everybody who is in a quarter crisis,
Quarter life
crisis that's listening to the Jazzy Bell show. It's not the end of the world.
It's not.
It gets
all.
better.
All.
And if it didn't get better, you wouldn't be feeling what you be feeling right now. Because without no struggle, it can't be no progress. Freckle Douglas.
Amen.
Let's go.
Amen.
What up, Fred?
With it. But no, I totally, I don't have to say nothing else. Alicia done killed that. But yeah, it definitely gets better. And go out and live, man. Live your life. Do your
life.
stuff. I've actually had more fun. I've had more fun as an adult coming out of school, being super broke, like just doing crazy stuff, having fun, crazy safe stuff.
Crazy.
I'm literally having the time of my life, and I'm getting to share it with some amazing people.
Oh, thanks.
No, yeah, I was talking about y'all.
Yeah, it was us.
I know.
You bet. You ain't got no other friends here.
I'm out.
Okay.
That's true.
So, do you have my friends up in North Cap? What's up, y'all? Miss y'all. What's up? But no, yeah, like this is the time to do it, man. Get out, go buy that purse. This is the only time in our lives that we're gonna be able to be selfish.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you procreate, it's
I'm
a
too
wrap.
selfish for kids right
It's
now.
a wrap. All your Jordan's money goes there to like Gerber and college funds and stuff. So
This is true.
I just think that people should, if you're going through this right now, you gotta try to figure it out. Don't ever try to do a different route to where you don't want to be here anymore.
And talk to older people.
Talk to older people. Figure it out. Make a plan. Okay, what do I want? I want to be in ABC by this, by this age. So once you get there, you're satisfied. You've made the decisions that you accepted, and you're ready to move on with someone else and procreate and all that. And life will get easier. Life will get better.
Do y'all remember the crow's foot in English class where you had to put your main topic and then 3 little branches off to try to figure it out?
It wasn't called a crow's
That's what they called it.
It was
Yeah.
well, that's what we called it.
Okay.
Shout out to Courtney Ritter. But yeah, so it's just like what you said, Biddy, is a great idea. I feel like so it's like this is your planning stage. This is your brainstorming stage. Like don't try to hustle forward because you're gonna trip. So it's like just take a step back and just try to feel like, okay, what do I like? What do I want to do? And just kind of plan it out in stages. So it's like if you're not at that point yet, maybe you can push that one to the side and move on to number 2. But it's just like it isn't the end of the world, and you just have to keep an open mind and get as many experiences as you can.
Well, my last and final thought for everyone, and we're gonna wrap this up, but we definitely want to keep the conversation going on Jazzy Bell Air on Twitter and Instagram. # Don't Panic. Shout out to Leash.
Don't panic.
If you don't meet a goal or some goals, do not let it defeat you because it necessary. Delay is not denial. So please keep. Thank you, girl. That's some preacher said it. See, I do go to church.
Amen.
Definitely keep plugging, keep pushing along. You will be fine. You will make it. Have you some wine, eat some pizza, and go do something ratchet and fun and safe. So. You listen to the Jazzy Bell Show on ABO. Yeah, definitely. Let's do it together. You listen to the Jazzy Bell Show on ABORadio.com.
I may not have a reason to think so. I know. But today, I think I'm going the lottery.
All right, we're back. Thank you for tuning into the Jazzy Bell Show on ABLRadio.com. And it's time for Is It Jazzy?
Is it Jazzy? You was right.
All right, y'all, play with us right now on Instagram and Twitter at Jazzy Bel Air. Hashtag Is It Jazzy. Now, this Is It Jazzy gonna get a little nasty because all of our Is It Jazzy?
When is it not nasty? When is it not nasty? Not jazzy. When is it not nasty?
It's extra nasty this week.
My God.
X.
Ladies and gentlemen, is it jazzy to have a one-night stand? Ooh.
Clutches
I
pearls.
mean, we was talking about being adventurous and things, so
I think it's jazzy.
I guess it's
Your hey, there's no if you're in your quarter life crisis and you're depressed,
They can't answer the question. Stop tap dancing around the question. Is it jazzy to have a one night stand? Yes or no? Nikki D, I'm calling you out.
Nikki D, is
Yes
it
or no?
jazzy to have a one night stand?
Yes, with your sanctified ass. Is it jazzy?
Be safe. Yes, jazzy.
Okay.
All right. What you think, BD?
What's up,
I was
Diddy?
pressured.
No, she wasn't. She said on her own free will.
I think it's jazzy.
Nasty.
I had to think about it.
Hey, slut walks.
Exactly.
You know?
I think it's jazzy. You know what I'm saying? If two consenting adults want to get it on for one night with no strings attached, what is wrong with it? And safely at that.
Yeah,
Well,
As long as
safely.
it's safe.
It's
As
safe.
long as it's safe,
safe.
there's
As long
nothing
as it's
wrong
safe.
with it. Let's get it on. So all the jazzy bells say, is jazzy have sex on a one night stand? Let
What
us
do
know
y'all
what you
think?
think. Exactly. I want to know what y'all
Tell us
out
what you
there think. And y'all tell us why. Hit us up on Jazzy Bel Air on Twitter and Instagram. Let us know what you think. Moving right along. Is it jazzy to have an open relationship?
Not just.
No.
Hell no.
I'm too selfish. I'm too selfish to be one.
I don't even like sharing food, let alone meat.
I don't like sharing pens.
Shit.
Oh, you can't use my ink pen.
Exactly.
It's
Hell,
mine.
Right? It's my beefcake. Shit. Hey, sure. Nikki, you said no?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
When have y'all known me to
All right,
share?
somebody give me a never. Somebody give me a valid to the core reason why it's so not jazzy to share beefcakes.
I think it at
Would
one,
have an open relationship.
having an open relationship in the beginning. In the beginning, you know, it's cool, it's fun. Okay, do what you want to do. But at some point, feelings are going to begin to escalate, and then it's going to become messy.
Like, how did the sister wife? How do you do that? How do you
Can y'all tweet us and tell us? Because we don't know.
Let us know, girl, because
Please.
I just don't understand how you can love me, because my love is real thick and my love is real strong. And if I'm loving on you, I don't need you going over here to get that.
One night I'ma stay with you, the other night I gotta stay with
What you
her.
mean? But babe, I made you wings tonight, the way you like them.
I made you pot roast. I
Your
think.
favorite.
Exactly.
Oh,
With
good.
No, you
Kim.
can't make no pot roast.
Yeah,
Damn,
you
but
don't-
they
you don't
ain't know
cook.
that
Well,
shit.
Lisa
I'll
cannot
show you,
cook.
boo. I'll show you how to
Ain't
make
nobody knew that until they rat on me. Y'all something else. So everybody say no, it is not jazzy.
Why the bells?
Why do you?
Not for the
why do you
bells,
think
at
it's not
least.
jazzy, Leash? Well, I want to hear your reason.
Oh, it's because
You
like,
the most provocative
come on. I know.
one. What's up? Why you don't think it's jazzy?
It's not jazzy for the simple fact, like, you really think that you gonna come over here, you know, get me right, and then go get the next chick right?
I knew it was gonna happen. I
Like,
knew it was gonna go
I'm
there.
not. No, I can't do it because, like Diddy said about it's the emotional standpoint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I would get really emotional if I knew somebody had a piece of me, because you are me.
Emotional.
Yeah, so it's not jazzy. So
And I'm crazy as hell. I
It,
could've
yeah, bitch.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so all the bells say 5 bells is not jazzy to have an open relationship. It's only 4.
Her eye
That was
hurts.
my
Her
bad.
eye hurts. She
My
can't
eye
see.
blurred.
It's an extra bit.
She said, "Hey, what's up? Hello."
She called me Fetty Wap, y'all. She called me Fetty
I'm
Wap.
not the first one to call you fatty.
Damn.
I was not gonna
I
say
will not
it on
take
air.
that credit.
It was perfect. Brandy, I ain't talking to you for the rest of the day.
I love your eye. I love your eye. Love you.
That was
Get into
funny.
the next. Get into the last. Is it jazzy? Y'all are horrible.
But you love it.
I do. Is it jazzy to make a sex tape?
I mean, you could become a millionaire.
Right?
So.
Shit, if sex tape has not taught us anything, it has taught us that it's a very profitable industry.
Unless your game is whack.
Unless your shit, Kim Kardashian game was whack too.
But she was bad.
She was sucking a toothpick.
No, it didn't.
Oh
That
my
ain't
God.
the tape I saw.
I didn't see
Look
that.
like she
I
was
never
on.
saw the tape.
Look like
Mom.
she
I
was
didn't
on a
see
battle
it.
or
Mom, I
bratwurst or
did not see
something.
that.
Brand.
So,
anyhow,
all right.
Here's the thing though, like, what do you mean make a sex tape, like, and put it on the internet? Or
No,
like,
we're not putting
Just
on the
record
internet.
you and your boo
Just record
at
you
the
and
house.
your
Y'all
boo.
trying to be adventurous and risque.
Thank you for asking me that question.
My
I appreciate you asking me that question.
So
I'm
what,
not.
Biddy? Is
What
it?
we're not gonna do, so I just.
Y'all can't be acting all prudy today. I'm not feeling
Fam,
it.
close your ears.
I am too saved for this conversation, so let's
I
just
think
roll.
it's jazzy if you're doing it with your significant other.
Well, that's cute. I think. Let's see. I think it's jazzy if you do it with your husband. See, mama?
I think it's jazzy if you turn the Wi-Fi off so that it doesn't leave the room. This is for us.
No, do
Don't
it
have
on-
no
do it on
hard
the,
copies.
What you mean
Camera,
Wi-Fi?
The DSLR.
Y'all ain't see that Cameron Diaz movie Sex Tape?
Oh,
Like
Sex Tape.
the cloud was on.
I wouldn't do it
and
on
they
my-
uploaded their sex tape to all their friends
I
and
wouldn't do
people
it on my
connected to their
computer.
cloud.
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah.
I mean, that's hilarious. But not awesome, like, okay. That's another
yeah,
thing.
just
Big
2PC.
Brother.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Big Brother, come
That's
on
why you
now.
do it on the camera.
Well, wait for the shock factor. I don't think it's jazzy.
Sorry about the screech, y'all.
What? I don't
Wait a
think
minute.
it's jazzy.
Explain yourself.
Let me
I'd
throw
rather-
multiple flags. 3 flags on the play. What's up, Alicia?
I'm just saying, like, if you want to look at yourself, have sex, or you want to, look at your reaction, well, let's get a mirror on top of the ceiling. Let's get some Google glasses.
But
what
you
we
only
not
got
gonna,
one eye.
But
You
what we,
ain't got-
I got one eye for today, Brandy. Just for today. Tomorrow I'll be a new person.
Well, question.
But
Okay.
I don't think it's jazzy. Like,
So what if you had to go out of town? You wanted your man to have something to, give him something to look at instead of
FaceTime
him.
me, boo.
FaceTime me, yeah. What if you can't
Or
FaceTime
maybe
all
I'll
the
make
time?
like a
The reception
video.
is bad.
See,
so-
this is the video.
No, but not the
Actually.
video of the. Not that video.
Really?
Sorry.
Maybe on a fist pump.
I don't think it's jazzy. I don't trust the. I don't think it's jazzy. It's too many slip ups. Too many. My bag got stolen in the airport.
feel it.
Like,
I feel
nah,
it.
I ain't with it. I don't want my ass all around America.
Well, what about with your husband? What about with your husband?
No, I'm still not gonna
Okay.
do it.
All right, fine.
So, Leash say it ain't jazzy.
That's
y'all
great.
let us know what y'all think, but the rest of the bell say it is jazzy. That's how you know they nasty.
You
y'all.
set us up.
Little
Hit
bit.
all,
She
y'all,
did.
hit all them
That's
up
why she went
on
last.
Instagram and Twitter. Exactly.
Yeah.
So let us know what y'all think, y'all. Hit us up on Instagram and Twitter right now at Jazzy Bella and play with us. And that wraps up the Is It Jazzy. If y'all have an Is It Jazzy you like to hear on the show, as normal, hit us up on Instagram and Twitter at Jazzy Bella.
Do it.
Brand K's, what we working with today?
Hi, I'm Brand Cakes for Sale, and this is your Bell of the Week.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
Bell of the week. Bell of the week.
It's the Jazzy Bell on Art Beats and Lyrics Radio.
All right, so we're continuing on with our Women's History Month edition of Belle of the Week. And this week we're going to highlight Shirley Chisholm. Shirley Chisholm made congressional history when she became the first African American congresswoman. She represented New York State in the House of Representatives for 7 terms and went on to run for the Democratic nomination for presidency in 1972. Championing her minority education and employment opportunities, Chisholm also campaigned against the draft. During her presidential nomination campaign, she survived 3 assassination attempts.
Nice.
3
Nobody
assassination
liked
attempts, and went on to leave behind a long legacy of outspoken advocacy. A quote from Shirley said, "I've always met more discrimination being a woman than being black."
Wow.
That is so deep. Oh my God.
Wait, is she still alive?
I believe so.
Wait.
I believe she is. I think she's pushing
still
a
alive?
pushing 100, but she might
Yo,
be here.
she pushing
She's
200.
not pushing 100.
So
She died in 2005.
Damn, we 10 years late.
really,
We was 10
well,
years
rest in
late.
peace, Shirley. We thank
Yeah.
you so much for your trailblazing and paving the way for us. You are our Belle of the Week. And if you have a Belle of the Week, you can hit us up at Jazzy Bel Air, #Belle of the Week. Now, we're going to get into some music, but y'all know y'all need to come back and hear my girl Leash with her wake-up call. This is the Jazzy Bell Show on Art Beats Lyrics Radio, ablradio.com.
This is the one and only Leash. You listen to the Jazzy Bell Show on Art Beats Lyrics Radio, ABLradio.com. And it's time for your wake-up call.
It's about that time.
Wake your fuck ass up.
Let the Jazzy Bells. In 3, 2, 1.
The quarter life crisis is something that we all may go through. Although it may not be blatant, the pressure is definitely there to catapult our lives into this thing called adulthood by settling down and marrying, like starting a freaking family. If you're like us, you're still finding yourself. And if you're really like us, you have a long way to go. And that's absolutely okay. Live life, go experience things, and be happy. Get your money right. Take that unnecessary pressure off and do you. It will come together and make sense sooner than you think. Like my man K. Dot, aka Kendrick Lamar, said, do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gonna be alright.
We gonna be alright.
And that was your wake up call. Stay woke, y'all. Man. And for those who don't know, the wake up call is the end of the show. Yes, hit us up always, every day, all day on Instagram and Twitter at Jazzy Bell Air. If you have a witty, is it Jazzy? Someone you like to nominate as the Bell of the Week or a Bell Report you like to hear on the show. Hit us up. As always, it's your girl Leash.
It's your girl Biddy. Hit me up at Biddy Up.
Yo, what's up? It's your girl Nikki D, aka your leading lady on Twitter and the leading lady on Instagram.
Well, I'm Bruncaise Vassell, and that's good on all platforms. Hit me up.
Well, I'm Unleash_success.
Oh, why you gotta have an underscore?
I like underscores, and that's on all platforms. Don't hate, and that's on all platforms as well. As always, we'll catch y'all next week every Tuesday at 8 p.m. on Arts Beats Lyrics Radio, ABLradio.com. You will listen to the Jazzy Bell Show. Catch you next week.
Hey,
Bye, guys.
We out.
Now it's real Jazzy Bell.
Every Tuesday at 8 p.m. on ABLradio.com. It's going down.
Art Beats Lyrics Radio.
ABLradio.com.
Bam.
And we busy.